Off The Wagon, and you're watching Deadheaddaddy's Creepy Things.
Greetings, kiddies, and welcome to the fourth fearsome episode of Deadheaddaddy's Creepy Things. I'm, of course, your host, the Deadheaddaddy, and today we're going to be talking about some really cool movies, namely Dead Rock Zombies, Zombified, and Jeremy's current favorite, Lake Nowhere. I do want to thank Wreak Havoc Productions for this cool festival shirt, as well as a cool Hank vs. the Undead shirt. Those guys are awesome. So anyways, you don't want to hear me yammer on, you want to hear us talk about creepy things. Reels for the wretched. Hey there, and welcome to another installment of Reels for the Wretched. Today I'm going to be talking about a couple movies from our friends at Screen Time Films. First one is Dead Rock Zombies. The second one is its sequel, Zombified. Now these movies have a really cool premise, which basically comes down to you hear a cursed song and it turns you into a flesh-eating zombie. Ooh. At the same time, there is a serial killer wearing a Richard Nixon mask walking around killing people. How these two tie together, you really have to watch the movies to understand it, but it is kind of cool. And again, it's a pretty original concept. If you're a metalhead, you'll totally love how the heroes turn their friends back from being the undead. But personally, I don't know why you'd want to not be a zombie. I enjoy it. Who wouldn't? But anyways, aside from that, I like these movies. They're kind of cool. The acting, of course, is not Oscar-worthy, and the special effects were okay, but the makeup is a lot better in Zombified. They definitely improved with experience and with, obviously, a bigger budget. The cool thing about this is Dead Rock Zombies, the movie they sent me, is actually a re-edit of the original death metal Zombies. So, just a little trivia there. You can find both versions, as well as the sequel Zombified, on Screen Time Films' website, which will be listed in the links in the comments of this video. Again, I do really think you will enjoy it. It's just fun time, not overly serious, not to be meant to be taken seriously, like The Walking Dead. Just meant to be a good time. So, again, I do recommend these films. Check them out. If you watch them, let me know what you think. Again, in the comments, feel free to let me know what you thought of these movies. Alrighty then. Released upon the living. Hey kiddies, it's your old pal, the Deadheaddaddy, and I'm here on location in downtown Kent, Ohio, at Off The Wagon, one of my favorite places in town. I'll be in there in a second talking to Vinnie. Hope you enjoy it.
Hi, this is Vinnie from Off The Wagon. I'm here to demonstrate some of our wonderful horror products that we have for y'all. We do a lot of board games, we do a lot of Funko, we do a lot of fun little things. And you know, that isn't necessarily limited to kooky, goofy. Sometimes you can get some real fun horror stuff in there. Especially lately, you get a lot of franchise games like Cthulhu Pandemic, Munchkin Zombies, and even just the classic Eldritch Horror. It's so scary, it's knocking the zombies down. You can pretty much do anything with a license, and we get a lot of licensed things. Funko Pops, we have Freddy, 12, Nemesis. We get them in all the time. We're always selling out, but you can always come back. We've always got new Funko Pops. They range from Disney to Freddy Krueger, anything. We get them for you, and if there's anything you want specifically, we can order it for you. We get a lot of people who are interested in a lot of our horror games. Gloom is a big seller, out of stock right now, but we'll get it back in, of course.
Jeremy's Picks from the Vault.
Hey guys, time for another review, and this week I'm really excited to be reviewing Lake Nowhere. This movie was so awesome. I mean, I love this movie. Honestly, right now it's like my favorite movie, so I'm pumped up to review it for you guys. Alright, here we go. Basically, this movie is a homage to the 1980s horror flicks on VHS tapes. If you're old, if you're an old man like me, you remember watching VHS tapes in the 80s. And I know what you might be thinking. You might be thinking, "Oh man, another horror movie that's trying to, be a VHS tape." But I know there's a lot of movies out there that have tried to do that have just sucked at it. But man, the guys that made Lake Nowhere, oh man, they did it perfectly. Because the problem I find with most, these people that are trying to make horror movies that are, trying to make it look like a VHS tape, that it always ends up like where they try to make it too funny, but with Lake Nowhere, they really treat it like it's really straight. It's they take it seriously, and I mean it's cool because when you watch the movie, like in the very beginning, it doesn't even start with the movie. You see this beer commercial that could have been from the 1980s. It's just hilarious, and then you see these trailers that could have been from the 1980s. And I mean, it's so great. And even throughout the movie, when the movie starts and throughout the movie, like every once in a while, the picture will kind of mess up, and it's almost like something else is recorded. Just like that's the way VHS tapes were, back in the 80s. And I mean, it's great. Basically, the movie is so simple, but it's just done so well. Basically, you have these, group of kids, going, taking off for the weekend, going to a cabin out in the woods and near a lake, and and they get there, and it it's kind of a perfect mashup of like Friday the 13th meets the Evil Dead. You do have a slasher going around, but it kind of does have like a supernatural element, like Evil Dead. And I mean, just the actors in the movie were great. I mean, it's a really low budget film, so it's basically a group of friends getting together and making a movie. And I mean, but it's so awesome. I highly recommend it. I can't say enough good things about it. I mean, if you've seen me on Facebook, I've been blabbering about it, trying to get people to watch it. So, soon as this podcast is done, you better go out and watch it. At least I hope you do. But seriously, like, go out, watch it, tell me what you think. Find me on Facebook. Um, go to Deadheaddaddy's Creepy Things group on Facebook. Leave me your comments. I want to know if you like it. I want some feedback. So go watch it. 2 thumbs up, A+, perfect movie.
Alright, well that's it for the 4th episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, please subscribe and like our videos. And check us out on Facebook. Spread the word. Let everybody know, because we have some really cool things coming down the line for you. Again, I want to thank Jeremy for his awesome review of Lake Nowhere, and everyone involved with this episode. Finally, I do want to let you guys know that we do still have the interview coming with Ectovision Paranormal, so we haven't forgotten that either. So in the meantime, stay creepy.